Hey guys, Shinlock's here, back with our blind playthrough of Disco Elysium. Wow, this angle just makes me look freaking weird. I moved the camera a little bit from one side of the screen to the other, so at least now I can look at myself and the camera's there. Let's keep going, I guess. So I looked up, I googled, like, why do people like Disco Elysium, and they basically mentioned that it was related to the story, setting, characters, writing. So I'm in for a rough time, I think. Where did I get 3? Well, it doesn't matter. All right, so here's the plan. Because I was typically how I do things is I exhaust all content in one area first. I explore, do that, and then I move on. And that tends to take not necessarily a lot more time, but, you know, time. So, considering on how long to beat, it was anywhere from 20 to 50 hours. I'd rather have it be the 20-hour mark, since I, gonna be honest, don't really give a shit about the game. So let's just move on. Let's just move on to the hang. Oh, wow, okay. Well, that's cool. See, I would have never thought to do that, so... Did we talk to them? No? Okay, good enough. The other thing is we're probably going to have to... My suspicion is we are going to have to talk to some of these random dickheads, because like her, she had gloves, and I was like, oh yeah, I'll need those for the body, and then one of my voices in the head mentioned something about ammonia salts as well, because she was like, oh, I need them to keep the whatever. Bottles inside, you could pick them up if you had a bag. Why do I feel like that's going to be just a way to get treasure or something? Do I need to examine the fence? Let's move on. Oh, kid's throwing rocks at it or something. Another kid right there. Dumpster. Oh, is that one I can sleep in? Letter R wears a crown on the ribbon, light above descending. Logo, municipality, Jesus Christ. Municipality of, I don't even remember what it said, it's fine. It faded. Alright, I guess we'll talk to the kid.
Kuno's got this.
Boy throwing rocks at the dead body can't be older than 12. That dude looks like he's 30.
If there ever was such a thing as an ugly kid, then this is it. He's almost exquisite in his ugliness, like a gremlin.
Okay.
Oh yeah, Nappa Gumpy, Kuno!
Yeah, okay. Hey kid, a word, police business. Yeah, we're gonna be police.
Right in the dick, Kuno! Get him right in the dick!
Children ignore you.
Love it in the dick.
Really? They censored the word? Oh, those leftists.
The boy is sweating profusely. His eyes are like 2 black holes and his jaw is twitching as if trying to break free from the empire of his body.
Okay. Hold on, what does that mean? Stop using slurs in my crime scene. That's not how we do it. Or number 2 is presumably advance, right? Oh, actually, though, maybe if he's gay, maybe that's important to know. Hold on, what does that mean?
The kid is obviously high.
Stop getting high at my crime scene, or stop using slurs.
Fuck that! Kuno, yeah! Right in the mouthhole!
Okay.
Shits himself.
Okay.
The rake, Kuno!
You know, if they really wanted to be edgy, or whatever, like, they put it in there, but they can't even... You know what I mean? Like, they're... I don't know. It just seems really, not cowardly. That's not the right word. But it's like, oh, look how edgy we're being. Oh, we're doing it this way, but we're not. Like, if you want to make something real, you got to be willing to offend people.
You should throw the rake at him, Kuno!
Okay.
The fuck? Does Kuno know what a rake is? Kuno's not a gardener.
Kim, what should we do?
We shouldn't do anything. I don't tempt such forces.
What forces?
You will see.
The parents?
The language these kids are using, pure unfettered id. There will be no reasoning with those creatures.
Okay, then, in that case, I don't have time for this. Leave. Smells like spoiled meat and curdled dairy. A human being decomposes. Hashtag modern poetry or something. Okay, well...
The corpse looks at you with bulging white eyes. The face around them does not look human. It's swollen and ready to burst. His lips are fish-like and his tongue like a ball gag in his mouth.
Okay.
You seem to be holding your breath.
Look down? What am I...
A cargo belt twists his neck at an unnatural angle. The body below appears stiff. It's letting out an ungodly rot. The smell seeps in, even through your clenched nostrils.
Let go of your nose without throwing up. It's a white check, sure.
The smell is repulsive.
Oh, well.
It pushes in from your mouth, more instant and more familiar than anything you'd expected. More fever than odor. It fills your mind, flushing you from within.
Yeah, okay. Try to walk away. Bleh! Yeah, okay, whatever. Like you haven't smelled anything like that before as a police officer. Come on.
Too late. It's impossible to keep in. Your body curls and pushes it out, burst by burst.
This is excuse me. This is like a... You know how women are true fans of true crime because they're gossipy and you know, busybodies and shit. Like women are, you know? And it's like it's not like it's real. It's real. They're being entertained by real human misery, and that's what this is.
Until a pool of vomit lies under your feet, and your throat stings from the stomach acid.
Okay.
The smell of Commodore Red rises from the pool. Among it, distilled spirit and bits of shish kebab.
Okay. God, I'm sorry, or fucking corp. Let's say 2. I don't know.
It's okay. Happens to everyone. Keep it.
Thanks. Wipe your mouth.
The hangover is clearly making this worse for you. You could use some ammonia to clear your head.
Okay. You think ammonia would help, or where do we get ammonia from? You know what? Let's just whatever. Let's see if
You can handle the headache. Some officers use it to deal with cadaverine odor.
but not you.
I can't handle the headache.
Okay. Okay. Where do we get
The
ammonia
young
from?
woman, the gardener, mentioned she used salts for the smell. If she doesn't have any, there might be some in the fridge store nearby.
Oh, come on. Do I have to though?
Acquiring ammonia will provide a modifier to the white check. Modifiers make checks easier and allow you to retry them.
Do I have to? I guess we have to. What is that? Why is it so bad?
It's okay to throw up, officer. No one is judging.
He's about to blow. Cop's gonna blow, Kuno.
Okay, so we have to.
Hey, so we've been monitoring you internally, and now we know your Copo type.
Okay, wait, there are Copo types?
Yes. Guess what's yours?
I don't care. I just read these and I'm like, this is... I feel like... Not cringe, like secondhand cringe. I'm like, what is... Why is...
No, you're the sorry cop. The cop who's sorriest. Let's make it official then, shall we?
Opt in? No. I'm not sorry I changed my
No,
mind.
you don't. Come on. You'll be back to saying sorry in 2 minutes. Stop wasting time and begin the repentance.
No, I'm really not sorry. Fuck off.
Wow. Okay. Fuck off. Maybe we were wrong about you then.
I mean, I don't care. you know, I know it's like, that's the point of this. Like, whoa, man, look at all these
There are
wacky
several
things.
footprints in the mud, left by work boots. Anywhere from 6 to 12 pairs have walked here.
What kind
Heavy
of
workers'
boots?
boots with reinforced toes and hobnails all over the yard.
Well, it doesn't help much.
Isn't this something an industrial worker would wear?
Lieutenant, workers' boot tracks. Point to them.
Noted.
Get an exact count.
Maybe more than 12. No. 8 pairs of boots have shuffled back and forth in the mud.
Okay, that's kind of cool. It's like we're actually doing detective stuff. But you know, already I can tell the focus of the game is not. It's not this. It's not the story. It's this. It's this. It's this. It's whoa, man! Look at how wacky he is with all these voices in his head. It's like I get it. I get it the moment I got it the moment it was mentioned. So
1. Standard work boot. Steel reinforced toes. Number 46.
okay.
2. Standard work boot. Steel reinforced toes. Number 44.
What's the number?
3. Hobnailed work boot. Steel reinforced toes. Number 43. 4. Standard work boot. Number 45 or 46.
Wait, which is it?
You don't know. It's a miracle you can tell the prints apart as it is. The cold must have preserved them.
Okay, count more.
5. Another standard work boot. Steel reinforced toes. Number 44. 6. An aberration. Light as air. Even pace. Same make of boot, but number 41.
Male or female?
Impossible to tell. Could also have been an adolescent. The gait is undeveloped.
I'm pretty good at this, ain't I? Let's just count the rest.
7. The glowing outline of a standard work boot. Number 46. But the imprints are twice as deep as the others. The weight exceeds 200 kilograms. 8. And yet another standard work boot. Number 44. There's an aberration in the pattern of the sole, however. The right sole is smoother, more worn.
Okay.
How many?
Lieutenant has been tracking your eyes' movements. 8, 400 million, or say nothing. 8.
I was pretty off then. I counted 20.
The same guys are going back and forth.
I never got the hang of it. Hyperopia. Do you see anything out of the ordinary?
Well, I mean, we'll do all of them, I guess, because we're actually going to try and solve the murder, although I'm not... Apparently, they sort of railroad you into it, but you probably have to. It's probably just how much dicking around you're going to do in the meantime, though.
A woman? Or a kid?
I don't think there's any way to be sure.
Understood. Anything else?
Everyone, 200 kilograms.
200? Could it be the combined weight of 2 people, one carrying the other who's tied up? Let's say a heavily built worker carrying a similarly built, soon-to-be-dead man.
That's a great...
He might be right. 200 kilograms of living weight is unlikely.
I will say one of them was carrying him over.
Possibly, yes.
But why?
You're thinking, why did they have to carry him?
Yes, they could have used a makeshift stretcher or just march him up to the gallows.
The victim refused to walk to his own lynching. Maybe he wasn't conscious. Our reading of these prints could be wrong. I'll say number 1.
I have a point there. Anyway, it's something to consider. What else can you see?
I mean, you know, if you refuse to walk, they could still use a stretcher. I don't know. Aberration, one soul smoother. Do
Interesting. Let's name it the old soul.
you have any
Someone
ideas?
operating a workbench with a pedal, like a joiner at the harbor. Or maybe a drummer?
So one of the people we're looking for is a drummer?
No, it's not. Forget I said it. We are not looking for a drummer. Perhaps it could be a driver. A driver would wear out the right shoe before the left. The accelerator is on the right.
Nod thoughtfully, I
We
guess.
should keep our eyes open around the traffic jam. See whether anyone strikes out as a potential suspect. Seems prudent, no?
Yes, prudent.
Mm-hmm.
How old do you think the tracks
A
are?
week, maybe? 7 days would fit the time frame provided to us by the caller, who reported the hanging.
It is not impossible.
It's not
I
impossible.
pulled last week's forecast for coastal Havashol. 7 days below freezing. The day before, the day of his hanging, was the last warm day.
Correct again. Sub-zero temperatures would preserve the tracks in a good state. The commotion here could have taken place a week ago.
What do you think happened
What
here?
do I think? A mob of people brought something heavy to the tree. One of them was carrying the victim. They shuffled around, especially under the tree. Then, after hoisting him up, they stood in a semicircle facing his direction. At first glance, this appears to be a lynching.
His arms aren't bound, though. Or his hands.
Indeed, they all stood in a row here and looked at the tree. Yes, everything fits so well. Carried him over, hoisted him up, watched him hang. This is easy.
I think we have a firm understanding of what happened
The
here.
lieutenant's eyes narrow. He's thinking to himself.
Oh, also, so the whole, like, picking skills and stuff, I heard there was a place, or, well, apparently there's points you could soft lock the game by not having the right skills because they rely on those rolls, I guess. So, I mean, I'll save at least a couple points.
Either way. What else?
We've been through all of it. Okay, click on this. Kids' ladder is rickety but climbable, so they must have climbed the ladder. Ladders for kids wouldn't hold the weight of a grown man. Okay, then how did they get him up there? Someone's trying to grow herbs. Alright, let's go back to the lady with the salts.
It's raining again.
Yep.
It was clear just an hour ago.
You still have your salts? I think we could use some.
Sure. I'm done with them.
Okay, takes a small capsule out of her breast pocket, hands it to
Easy
you.
on that stuff. It gave me a terrible headache.
Okay. Yeah, I just don't... Like, especially if our dude's a drunk. I know being hungover makes you more sensitive, but, okay, do I... Alright, let's click on him first and then see what...
There he still is, looking right through you with his white eyes. The body below is entirely dedicated to that corpse smell. Emitting it is all it does now.
Yeah, okay. I guess I don't understand. +1 has ammonia.
The ammonia only makes it worse. The combination forces tears out of your ducts. You manage to keep it in once. The second time, not so much. When the vomiting is done, your cheeks are wet with tears.
Been there. Well, that's not helpful then. The ammonia didn't help at all.
Nor does the wind right now.
You'll feel the lieutenant pat your back rhythmically.
I've seen strong men turn themselves inside out for hours. You are facing tough odds here. Alcohol withdrawal makes it considerably harder.
Why can't I keep it in if I've been a cop my whole
I've
life?
seen captains puke their guts out. It never gets easier. You never get used to the smell. Every Monday is cadaver day. Throw up, investigate. Throw up, initial autopsy. Throw up, bag it.
Pats your back
Then
again.
drive to the station. Maybe throw up on the way there if you didn't bag the thing tight enough.
Okay.
Monday, make sure you bring a handkerchief.
Okay, do it without me, I just can't keep it down.
No. This is a two-man assignment because it needs 2 officers to complete. I need your help.
Withdraws his hand, looks you in the
You need
eye.
to get your shit together.
Okay.
We should go talk to the locals. Find something else to do while the wind changes. It's pretty bad right now.
Okay.
You've gained a thought. When this dialogue is over, go to your thought cabinet and internalize it for special bonuses and effects.
So this part is the tutorial.
Give it half an hour. Get yourself together. Then come back and have another go.
Okay. Volumetric shit compressor. Your shit is apart, rather unbecoming of a cop and a human being. Supposed to be the opposite of that. Together, compress a small area, receive Achieve a solid level of shit compression. Squeeze your butt cheeks together for 30 minutes. Do something similar with the two hemispheres of your brain. Talk to people. Maybe that will help. 30 minutes. Okay. Alright. Items. Handkerchief. Oh, you could sell it. Okay. Inspect victim's body. Equip and complete. Yeah, exactly. Alright, so we just wait for 30 minutes. Can we just wait for 30 minutes, or...
This Post Levantorie mail collection box has been heavily vandalized with graffito. A closer inspection reveals 2 bullet holes in the front.
Okay.
A faint sticker on the side reads, RCM Emergencies Desk number 8102, with a slogan, Mankind, be vigilant.
Pat the box, kick the box, or leave? Leave? I don't know. Whatever. Magazines. Crime, romance, biographies of famous people. What is... Let's talk to the child, I guess.
Hello, sir. Step right in. The store is open.
Young girl with chubby red cheeks waves at you, smiling. Her nose is also red from the cold. Hello.
Are you interested in a new and exciting book?
Not really. Leave. Sorry. I'm just like, eh. See, this was... I wish I'd done this earlier. Because now it's like, oh, now wait 30 minutes of game time. Like, come the fuck on. You know what I mean? I guess let's click on some of these things. Coin-operated viewer, been banged up, inoperable. Cover stands a very muscular man surrounded by flames. These are the magazines, I guess. Book has a rose pistol, half-naked dame on its cover. A book about pate. Okay. You don't really understand what it's about, nor does it seem important. Book about whatever culture promotes freedom and roaming upstream. Is that, euphemism for being gay? I don't know. Book of the future. Government reads your mind using radio technology. Roundabout North. Cape Side Apartments, Martinez Pier. Broken window, Tibbs has windows. If you had a bag in your hand, you collect the bottles and sell them. Alright, well, this dude, there is a bag right here. Let's talk to this guy. Nothing I can't do, I'm the job for every man. Okay. The distant squall of seabirds. Alright, can I take the bag? Yellow plastic bag. Equip this to collect tear from the streets. What is this? Money. So, I was kind of like, splatter of bullet holes. Part of me was like, you know, if we get to a point where we die, right? So can I not, wait, what is this?
This coin-operated viewer is facing southwest. Its coin slot is full of fossilized bubblegum, rendering the machine permanently inaccessible.
Poor little viewer, pat at vandalism, shake your head. Like, what's the point of those? Look inside, number 3.
A thick layer of graffito covers the lenses. You spell out the word Onuk written on the other side, with N and C scribbled backwards.
Yeah, it's the kid, Kuno.
That's Kuno on the lens.
Shift your focus to the background.
Under the graffito, a sea of blues and greys appear. Behind the water lies a coast studded with concrete and reeds. On it, a church on stilts, lanky weather-worn wooden planks, an X-shaped cross topping its tower.
Okay.
You know this to be the star of Periconesus, or the Cairo, the central symbol of the Periconesian church, a star, a great moral height to be strived towards.
Good God, can I get rid of the encyclopedia?
Around the large wooden building you see chunks of sea ice gathered on the beach, and a small tent set up on the ice.
Leave. Anyway. Okay, let's equip... How do you... held left? Okay. What are these? Are these bottles? Cans? Whatever? Plastic tear. You're gonna make me take... Oh my God. Individually? Wow. Oh wait. What? It does highlight them, but it doesn't give them a border. It's because they're basically like, you're a filthy frickin' bum if you have to do this. If there's no other way for you to get money, like... So, seriously, my thought was like, whatever, if... Because, you know, you're gonna run out of time, presumably, and then you're not gonna have the money to stay. And, then maybe you sleep in the dumpster and freeze to death or whatever. And I was like... If that happens, I'd probably stop playing. But the only reason I'm playing this... So, I was interested. I was actually interested in the game, and this seems like a game that I would enjoy. But my buddy, like, doesn't frickin' stop nagging. Like, he hasn't nagged me in a while about it, but... I just... Yeah. Like, right now I'm not angry or anything, but I'm just like, like, stuff is happening, and I'm like, great, I don't care. You know? Oh, can I do anything with that? There you go. Awesome. Oh, you can take stuff from there, huh? Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I mean, like, at one point he texted me on my day off. He's like, you know, you could be playing Disco Elysium right now. I'm just like, dude... So that's why I'm just like, I hated the game before I even started. Okay, is this... Damage looks like caused by an earthquake. Great. Ancient fountain doesn't pump water anymore. There's a tree in it. Okay. Did we, Excuse me, I'm just a bum. Is this trash? Like, what the hell is this thing? Everything's good here. That's wonderful. Okay. Wasn't there other... Yeah, it's... Oh wait, it's past 1300, right? Can we go back there now? I don't know, dude. Was 1300? That was the... Oh, hang on. Where do we... Does my bag get full, or what's the deal? It's this, right?
The tear machine stands in the corner. Your bottles clunk into the machine, and the money appears with a satisfying jingle. You're a richer man now.
Yeah, I guess. Why did it make me pull that up? Autosave. Okay, cool. My god, how much longer?
A Stars Riker, one of the finest Zhimsk-made motor carriages ever.
That's cool. I have policeman things to do. Yeah, I mean, it's just like... It all just seems to be bullshit. Wasn't there something in the truck, or... Okay. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of the problem. It's like, I was just... Like, I wanted to play it. Let me rephrase this, because when it first came out and I heard everyone's like, oh my god, it's so amazing, and all that stuff, and I'm like, okay, cool. You know, but I had a huge-ass backlog. I'm like, I'll get to it or whatever. Never buy a game for full price. Never buy a game for more than 20 bucks, whatever, what have you. And... Yeah, then I started hearing it was basically communist propaganda or whatever. I don't know if it is. People say that it's not. And I'm like, okay, whatever, you know, maybe I'll play it one day, maybe I won't. I'm not super interested in it now. And I think that's where I heard about the whole voice thing as well. And I was like, I mean, you know, I was like, oh, that's a gimmick? Okay. Moving on, you know? And then my buddy was like, oh no, you should really play it, blah, 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 it's really good. I'm like, oh, okay, well, alright, if you say it's good. Added it to the wish list or whatever, and then when I saw it was on sale, I bought it. But this was before kind of the whole Elden Ring thing, like before I basically started to realize that he's one of those people that has to be right about everything. And so that's kind of the whole reactance thing, right? Is that you feel like your freedom is being taken away. That's why you sort of reject whatever. You know, and you reject it with anger or whatever else. But I sort of... For me, he is very... It's kind of like... The other day I was getting supplies, you know, I was stocking one of the surgical rooms, and there was a bin and it was out. It was empty of whatever it was, like pressure bags or something. And I was like, okay, he's like, go get some. I'm like, cool, just hand me the bin and I'll just go fill it up. He's like, nah, man, you know, you don't need to do that. Just go grab a few. And it's like he's always complaining about stuff not being stocked. And I'm like, I could just stock it right now. It's the same number of trips, takes me the same number of time, or same amount of time. But I don't like I said, he's got to be right about everything. He'll argue you down if you don't. So I'm just like, all right, whatever. And that's what I've sort of realized about all the games that he recommends. I literally, the minute he starts recommending them or telling me how great they are, I literally lose interest because I'm just like, okay, there's no point in arguing with you. It's good. What more do you want? Oh, well, you have to play it. I'm like, now I'm being nagged to play it. And like what I said about the whole like texting me on my day off to play Disco Elysium, that shit was real. Like, and this is after, you know, like I sort of didn't. It was just like, oh, it's how he is, you know. But he's been hounding me to play like Elden Ring since it came out, you know, and just yeah. Yeah, just going so far as to be like, oh, you gotta play it because this and this and that, and you're gonna, like, I literally, before I played it, I knew the entire first area. Oh, you walk out and, you know, you open the doors, you see the tree, and you're gonna feel like this, and like, he literally is like that. And so I walked out and I felt, oh, I saw the tree, and I'm like, yep, this is where he said I'd feel amazed, and I felt nothing. And he's like, oh, and you look down, you're going to see this dude, but you're going to want to fight him, but oh, you better not, and blah, 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 because he'll kick your ass, and this and this and that, and you're going to look over there, you're going to see some ruins, you're going to be like, whoa, where'd they come from? They look like they fell from the sky. It's like, it's from a big temple, and it, like, fell apart in the past, but don't worry, you'll go there. And I'm like, okay. And then you're going to see these, like, giant things walking around, these, like, castles with legs on them, and this and this and that, and then eventually you're going to find this big elevator, and it's going to go down and down and down. You're going to be like, whoa, what's going on? Why is it taking so long? You know, you think it's a loading screen, but it's not. I don't know why I'm doing the surfer accent, but, you know, and it's going to be this amazing thing, and then you're going to see it, and you're going to be like, whoa! And I'm just like, you don't need to tell me this stuff. You know? I even told him, like, I tried it, and then I freaking hated it. And we sort of, you know, I was like, and at one point I told him, like, you told me it's good already. I don't need to play it now. You know, it's ruined, or I don't remember exactly what I said, but it was like, well, you've said it's good, so I don't need to play it. He's like, well, you could, you know, you could play it for yourself. I'm like, you already told me it's good. I don't need to play it. You know, I just don't, like, I'm not mad at him. I am a little mad at him for basically ruining all these games, but he's like trying to, it's like sharing, kind of, you know, he's trying to share. Oh my god, is the thing not progressing? I've been watching it at 1337 for like, oh my god, time is not going. Does time only move when you do stuff? Is it not moving right now? We're gonna sit here and watch it. Oh my god. Like, like, seriously, so my thought was, I don't think it's gonna move until we're moving around. Maybe that's the day, maybe the actual time. No, I don't think so. Okay, it's been a full minute now. That hasn't moved. Has the thought cabinet? Okay, that's advanced at least. Or did it? Okay, well, we'll give it another minute. We'll give it another minute and then we'll check and see if that advanced, because I'm just like, I'm gonna be honest, I just kind of want to quit. I'm just bored. I'm just really bored. And I have zero interest in the game now. You know what I mean? And I could force myself. I really was planning on it, but it was like the plan. You know, it's funny too, because like I think even if I tell him, I don't think he'll help himself. I don't think he can help himself. Even if I tell him like, hey man, you always have to be right. And so whenever you recommend a game to me, I lose interest in it. If I were to say something like that, one, I mean, I think he'd really be offended. But two, he'd be like, well, they're really good games. You have to play them. Like, I don't even think it would compute. You know, even today, because it's always like, he's always like, when are you going to play a real game? You know, because like the Elden Ring thing. Okay, back to that for a second. So I finally tried playing it once. And I was on call, so I was just like kind of dicking around and, oh, let me test a, you know, let me play a little tutorial area. And that was, oh yeah, it's been maybe a couple minutes. And so I tried the tutorial area and then, you know, left, and, you know, you open the doors, you see the Erd tree, right? And I don't remember if I did anything else. Maybe I talked to the dude. There's like a dude right out there. I think I talked to him maybe. And then I stopped. And the next day he asked me, so you played only less than an hour, huh? Like, dude, this is what I mean. This is like, you push and push and push, and it's like, dude, I don't want to play the fucking game. And then I was like, okay, well, yeah, you know, let me get into it. Let me actually start. And as soon as I started, I was like angry. I was like, I hate this. I should be enjoying this. I should be having fun right now. But I just, like, I was really mad. You know, I've mentioned this in other playthroughs, but like the little shelf behind me, there's every game that he recommended. Because I bought a, you know, he sold me his PS5, I think, so that I could play Elden Ring. But I took Elden Ring. I took basically all the other games that he had mentioned that he says are good, and they went on the shelf behind me like a quarantine. And this is one of them too. And I'm like, yeah, okay, let's start playing it. But I'm just like, last few days I've been like, maybe I should stop playing video games. That's kind of where I'm at. I'm just like I probably need to have some sort of conversation with him, but the thing is, you're not going to tell people like, hey, I need you to change your behavior. Like, they're not going to do that. You know, he doesn't even think he's doing anything wrong. He's like, he's encouraging or whatever, you know what I mean? It's just, okay, so no time has passed. Has any time? None. Okay, I don't want to continue. I'm just gonna be straight. I will look. I will see. Let's assume this is gonna be the final episode. You know, just because, like I said, it was like being nagged to play it. And I literally don't want to. Like I said, I'm not interested in the characters, not interested in the story, I'm not interested in the setting. The writing is bad. It's millennial writing. And the whole like voices talking to each other thing, like I don't care. I really don't. It's like there was, I have no interest. The whole, I think the whole, you have amnesia from, you know, massive alcohol consumption. I think that's laughable. I think it's, what, Deus Ex Machina, where the developers are like, we need a reason to do this, therefore let's do this, right? We have to get our character some way or other, you know. It's like the doctor you call on the phone, even he's like, oh, well, now you could start your life all over, you could be whoever you want. It's like, come on. You know, I'm not interested in the characters. There's no hook. What is do I like I know nothing about the character. He's a blank slate. Although there's a past apparently. I'm just like, so, all right, and it's kind of funny because I was planning on playing another episode of this afterwards, but I'm just like, yeah, I have no desire. I have no desire to do so. On the one hand, it's great that the time doesn't advance, because if you get to the point where you're hang on, can I go to the bench? He's not gonna let me sit on the bench, right? No, I cannot sit on the bench. What about this bench?
The worn and beaten wooden...
We can...
You can revisit the bench.
Okay. Hello, Mr. Manny. You coming up here? Watch your feet. Watch your feet. Hang on. Okay, come on. Oh my good. Oh my good kitty. Okay, I don't know. Maybe I'll revisit. I'll quarantine. You know. Just because it's really frustrating to... Oh, did you just meow at me? Are you hungry again? You just ate less than like an hour ago. Okay, I will give you more kitty food. They devoured it. It was chicken and chicken and liver. Chicken and liver. Or you could lay down just for right now. Just now? Okay, that's so good. You were so good, my mister. Yeah, I don't know, man. I just... Like with Prey... My thought was... First off, I don't like quitting games. But Prey was sort of like rage playing. And even when I got to the end... Because that's the thing. It's like, I don't like... I used to leave games unfinished all the time, and I'm a procrastinator, and, you know, I have, like, clutter. You know, I don't like clutter, because I tend to leave, like, unfinished stuff all over the place, like little projects and things. And so it's like, you play the game, you start the game, and you play it until it's done, and that's sort of how is how you, you know, clean up your mind, But man, that it sucks. It really sucks to push yourself to play a game I don't want to play. You were so good. You were so good. And with Prey, part of the reason I went through again for the channel is I get to the end and I realize it's basically an homage to System Shock 1 and 2, and I'm like, okay, even though the game is not good, I understand what they were trying to do. And so I need to try and give it a fair shake. And I appreciate it more as a result. I can't give this game a fair shake right now. That's sort of where I'm at. I can't, and I already started off the game not wanting to, you know? So that's where we are. Yeah, like I said, I don't want to. I need to find something else. Which sucks. You know, there's lots of reviews online about this game, but yeah, I'm not into it, and I don't know how much is the fact that I basically came into it after being nagged a bunch by my buddy, to the point where I'm looking at it like a chore, like something I need to do, to the point where I was even like, maybe I'll die, maybe I'll sleep in a dumpster and die, and then would I be able to quit then? And then I'm like, no, he'd probably still nag me. But like, I don't know how to have this conversation, because the thing is, I don't think it's going to be productive. I'm gonna be like, hey man, I started playing it, but I hated it. And you know, every game you've recommended, you've tried to get me to play, it really feels like I'm being nagged. So when I start playing them, I hate them. And I think he's just going to be like, well, you're going to miss out on a lot of good games then. Because, like I said, he's the kind of person that always has to be right. Suggestions, though. If you guys do have suggestions, my ears are open. I'd rather stop playing this now and maybe come back to it later and hopefully enjoy it then. That's all that I could do. You know, like I said, I was going to try and push myself, but I don't want to, and I've been sort of agonizing over the last few days. You know, because that's the thing. It's like there's these games that I've tried to play, like all of the ones he's recommended: Elden Ring, Batman: Arkham Knight, this now, even things like I just think. I mean, I think it's the fact that he's just being really kind of pushy in general has just made inflamed the reactants, if you will. Like, someone recommends something and I'm like, I don't want to play it, just by association, right? Like, oh, it reminds me of him being pushy, don't want to play it. So I don't know. Let's stop here for now. Well, I won't be able to talk to him because he's going to be out of work for the next couple days, but, right, Manny? I just think it's useless. So, we'll see. Because it's funny, because like I said, I did think about just quitting gaming as a result of his pushiness, but I was like, well, no, because I'm playing Arcade Paradise right now, and that's pretty fun. I'm enjoying that. But it's the games that he doesn't like that he would probably never play, right? And even Stranger of Paradise, I was like, Stranger of Paradise is good. I like that one, so yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens, though. But yeah, if you guys have suggestions about, I don't know, anything that what I've said, if you have any thoughts or solutions or whatever, let me hear them, because, yeah, this is... I have zero... Actually, hang on. What happens if I stop? Still 26 minutes. Okay. Alright, guys. Well, that's it for today. It's funny because I was thinking of playing The Longest Journey next. I was planning on playing that instead of this, but that one was recommended to me in the past, and so I'm like, that one I'm curious about, but I'm kind of about it as well. I'm not like eager. I'm not like looking forward to playing it. I'm like, oh, you know, I'm curious about it, right? This one, to be fair, I was curious about Longest Journey. This one, at least, there was no curiosity. It was just, okay, I'm gonna play it. It's like, let's play it. Let's check it off the list. Let's do the chore, you know. And that's unfortunate, you know. So yeah, sorry, you know, kind of wasted this episode, wasted this whole playthrough, but you know, honestly, especially after the Prey, I don't like being angry. I want to enjoy the games that I play, and I don't want to do... I hate disliking games. you know, I was kind of hoping it would grow on me. But like I said, I just think I'm not in the right mindset for it. So, yeah, that's it for today. I don't know what I'll play next. We'll figure it out. And then maybe one of these days, maybe in a couple years, I'll come back to this. Probably not anytime soon. Maybe never. We'll see what happens. Because, you know, it's entirely possible I'll, you know, I guess GOG allegedly has 0 DRM, but I expect them to go out of business, so we'll see what happens. Man, yeah, the gaming landscape in the next few years is going to be ugly. Alright, well, thanks for your time and attention. Hopefully it wasn't too bad. Hopefully you're enjoying it. I have to put my thoughts out there. I can't, you know, I hate lying, and I hate not being authentic, and I want to enjoy these games, and I cannot. I cannot enjoy it. And so I'd rather quit and maybe try later than force myself and like that's why I was getting so bent out of shape, and why I've been like kind of angry and depressed the last like day or two, because I'm just like, even forcing myself to play a game that I don't want to play sucks. But to be fair, there's been times where I've done that, like with the Dishonored DLC, but it's never been, you know, I've never reacted this way before, and that's why I was really thinking about it and came across the whole psychological reactance phenomenon, and I'm like, yeah, this dude, like, you know, he's a friend, I love him, but, you know, you cannot, he has to be right. He has to be right. And you cannot, yeah. Kind of like Patrick Bateman. Hey, do you like Huey Lewis in the News? And Paul Allen's like, it's okay. And he's like, I'm about to cleave your head with an axe. You know, that's kind of how I feel. Like, do you enjoy this? No? Well, let me tell you why you're wrong. That's how, you know, that's how I feel. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens. But, yeah, questions, comments, concerns, good, bad, or indifferent. Let me hear them. I do read all of them. Oh, bless you. Was that a sneeze? I do read all of them and try and respond to all of them. What is your guys' unique puzzle moment for today? For me, ironically, making the decision to stop. Although even that's a little tumultuous as well. But I do feel kind of better about it, because I'm like, yeah, I'm just, you know. I want to, like, I want to enjoy it, and I don't want to force myself. You know, and that's for me and for the game, I suppose, and for you guys, I guess, as well, in a backhanded way. Because I'm sure you guys would rather me enjoy it, like, especially the fans, the hardcore fans. And Disco Elysium has some hardcore fans. You know? So, yeah. That's my unique puzzle moment. Hopefully your guys is better. I'm pretty sure it is, but I hope to see you guys next time. Till then, guys, take care.